podcast, the first episode of its kind. So Tell and Tag is exploring the mind of extraordinary guests, one conversation at a time, and diving into insightful discussions about life, success, growth, and all. So this podcast is something that I've always wanted to do. It's been 3 years of thinking of it and 3 years of procrastinating it, and finally I'm bringing it to light. I'm so excited, like genuinely, I'm so excited. I've watched so many people that have inspired me through my journey and my want to start. The likes of Jay Shetty, Trevor Noah, my role model, Madam Joyce of Cocktail and Takeaway, Car, and podcast by Miss Annie. I knew Miss Annie way back in secondary school, and she has inspired me since secondary school and up to now. And finally, I'm bringing this to light. I'm so excited. I just want to say a big thank you to Aben, one good friend that I've always, when I went to him telling him about this, he was like, "Oh, you're good to go. Let's take it on." Today is the first ever episode, and I can't hide my excitement. I'm very excited. I'm doing this, and I'm bringing this to light. So on today's topic, we're talking about navigating adulthood. It's one of the topics we feel we know a lot, and it was one of the topics I hated when my social studies teacher will be teaching in class. But today, I hope you learned something from it. This podcast, it's an educative podcast that you need to always tune in. And I'm so super excited. Today I have with me intelligent people in the building. And I'm so happy that when I contact them, that, bro, I want you on my podcast. Says, I want you on my podcast. They didn't say no to it. So on my left, I have with me Ella. Ella is a friend, and I'm just honored to have her on my podcast. Ella, welcome.
Thank you.
It's such an honor having you.
Same here.
And Osei has been an intelligent guy that I've known since, and I'm just happy when I knew he was the perfect person for this episode.
Sharp.
Thank you for honoring my invitation.
Sharp.
I'm super grateful. I'm super grateful that you're working on this journey with me and being the first most of it you are on.
Yeah.
But today we are navigating through adulthood. I was saying earlier that it was one of the things that I hated in school when the teacher is talking about, because it brings a lot of notions and perspective around. But this time I'm doing it with you guys. When we talk of adulthood, how do you feel about it, Osei?
All right. Mr. Larson, thank you for having me on your show. To start with it all, adulting or adulthood is a very broad topic, and it is catching much attention on this or our public fora. And I'm very happy having me on your show talking about this one. And I will start with, even when you have to say adulting or adulthood, what comes to mind?
Yeah.
Me being a social teacher and teaching this area or having this area being taught, I think I have much hand or a great or super ideas about adulthood. And what I will say is, adulting or adulthood is a period in human's life or human lifespan which tackles much about his physical changes and intellectual maturity.
Yeah. Okay.
Being attained.
Yeah.
And if you say adulthood, the early stage of it starts from 20 and 21.
Yeah.
And the middle age is 40 there.
Yeah.
Followed by 60, that's the old age. And someone will say, why didn't you start from 18?
Yeah.
Because we all know that 18
Probably.
is when we say someone is an adult or has attained the stage of being an adult.
Yeah.
But then, 18 seems to be the youngest adulthood.
Yeah.
That's when you are from that stage, you don't actually know much. Although you call yourself an adult, but you don't know much
the constitution
or what it tells to be an adult.
adult.
That's why I didn't start from 18. But then, someone can say adulthood starts from the age of 18, and there is nothing wrong about it.
Yeah, just buying it.
All right.
So, Ella, what do you take adulthood as in your own mind?
Well, I think he has said it all by then. I think with adulting, I feel like you are more responsible for your actions, everything you do. You know, you're responsible for your life now. Mm-hmm. Yeah, adulting is from the ages from 20 going. Yeah.
Is it that everybody, there are times that I see people and I'm like, oh, this person is just an adult, but he's not matured. Do you think adulting balance with maturity, or there are some people that are in their adult stage but you won't call them matured? What would you?
In my knowledge, I would say adulting is different from maturity, but then the two goes together.
Yeah.
Are you getting me?
Okay.
Adulting and maturity is a different aspect or different area altogether, but then the two goes together.
Yeah,
Because
okay.
if you are adulting, that means you are growing in all areas. That's why if you are considering the main areas of adulthood, we classify physical area, the psychological, the cognitive, social and emotional development. So your physical aspect talks about, and the physical area include the growth in mind. That's maturity.
Mature, okay.
And so if you are adulting, having these physical changes, having this broad chest, growing tall, having this nice skin, or these pubic hairs around, mentally too, you have to be sound. Like even if you talk, people should know that, oh, with how this person is talking, it means the person is growing, is adulting, is maturing. Do you understand? But then, not anyone who is adulting has this maturity spirit in him. Do you understand?
Ella, growing up, like realizing your early 20s, how was this your social and emotional development or like?
Okay. So with social, well, I think that has to do with friendship and all that, how you relate to people and all that. Well, I'm a very, very friendly person, so I easily make friends. So I'll say, like, it hasn't been anything extra or anything tough for me. I easily make friends. I know how to communicate with people. I know how to blend with people. So for social life, yeah, it has been very easy for me. And then did you say emotional?
Yeah, emotional. The heart breaks and
emotional.
How do you handle it? Like, how? Just brief us on your first heartbreak. How was it?
Oh, okay. I've had my heart broken once. Yeah. Small crying and all that. But then, you have to talk to. You always have to get someone to talk to. Someone who will be there for you. Someone who help you to forget about what you are going through and all that. And I actually had a friend who helped me pass through all that. Yeah, you have to hang out with friends to take your mind off all those things and then move on, delete everything of like anything that has to do with that person, so that you can move on. Because if you don't do that, you wouldn't move on. You always look back and all that. So yeah. That's what I was saying.
As I get into the characteristics of adulthood, I feel like how does one even identify one? Like, I'm in that stage. How can one even point himself, oh, this is the characteristics of an adult? If you're figuring that out.
Okay. All right. So, as I said earlier, with the characteristics, we have the physical area, the social, and the emotional aspect. But then, taking the physical area first, if you want to know that you are adulting, you see some changes in you. One is the age-wise or age matter. You know that you are moving from 1 to 2. That means you are heading from somewhere to some other place. So this adulting, or you knowing that you are adulting, comes in when you know I should be doing this than to do that. Because when you are young, or if you are a kid, always it's someone who is dictating for you. You have to get an agent. That's in terms of socialization, that your family being the first agent of socialization. Your daddy will be like, hey, go and get this for yourself. Maybe go and take your book and learn. But as you are adulting, there are some things you need not to be told. It always comes to mind and you have to do it yourself.
You have to go for it.
So if you sit there for someone to tell you that, go and do this whilst you are adulting or whilst you are at a certain stage, people see to you that,
you're still a child.
I get
So we have this local statement that when you do you understand? Because you are not acting as your age.
As your age.
Are you getting me?
Yeah.
So when you get to some stage or some ages, you should know for yourself that you are not a kid anymore and you are adulting. So that's it. Anytime you want to see that physically your appearance should be on point.
Yeah.
You don't have to dress anyhow, come out to meet your friends. Even for us, or if you are going out, you just stand in the, for ladies too. They just stand in the mirror.
Whole time.
They will take more than 2 hours just to know that
her makeup. Oh,
they are up to it
time.
100%, 10 over 10 before they come out. And their fitness and health also matters to them. If you're adulting, it's not anything that you like to take to yourself. It's not any kind of food that you like to take.
Yeah.
Always, you want to see that anything you are doing is hygienic.
Yeah, your
and it's of
changes.
good to you. You understand?
Yeah, I get you. So I'm reading this tweet from Miss Ohinewa. He said, I'm in my late 20s, but I still stay with my parents, and my parents are still taking care of me. Do you think I should call myself an adult or mommy's girl?
I didn't get what you said.
She said she's in her late 20s and she's living with her parents. The parent does everything. Do you think, she's asking, do you think she should call herself an adult or she should still call herself a mommy's girl because she literally is living with her parent? And the parent is doing everything for her. She's not taking the responsibility of an adult in paying rent, in doing anything, in financing herself a job.
All right. I would say for her being in her late 20s and still being with her parents, it's nothing bad and it shouldn't be a burden to her. If you are in your late 20s and you are still living with your parents and they are providing for you, I think it's a privilege.
Yeah.
You understand? Because we have these youngsters or these young people on the street whom they don't have any other person to take care of them. But then they are not adults, but they are providing for themselves or they are acting responsibly. You understand?
So adulting is not about providing for yourself.
Adulting is somehow about provide for that person who is saying that she's in her late 20s and it's her parents who is doing everything. Maybe she may be doing 1 or 2 things on her own, which she didn't highlighted on. You understand? By you living in the house with your parents and you are in your late 20s, you don't expect your mother to be washing for you, to tell you to go wake up from bed and go and brush your teeth. Do you understand? So there is no matter or anything wrong about you being in your late 20s or adulting and still living with your parents. It's fine.
Ella, what's your say on this?
Yeah, I think it's fine. She's still an adult.
Is it you shouldn't be having sex in your 20s or you should be careful having sex?
Me, I won't say you shouldn't be having sex.
I think
because
you should be prepared.
Okay.
Like you should be prepared. And preparing doesn't mean that you should reach out to getting your money, putting up mansions or getting cars before you go in for. But then preparing is, if you bring someone out, you are not capable of taking care of that person. You that you are talking about, someone like me, I have 1 pair of sneaker, a jeans strap, and 1 round neck. And you have to take care of a lady and the child too. Meanwhile, you have nothing doing. The work that you are doing, it doesn't pay much. You see. So you should consider all these areas. So if you consider all these areas and... All right, I wanted to say something, but due to religious... I would like to proceed.
You like to?
I don't want my
friendship in adults. Friendship in adulthood is it hard? Is it hard? Like, Ella, do you think friendship in adulthood is hard, or it would have been better you, from your teenage friendship, you maintain that to adolescent, or is it that finding the right person is okay?
Sorry. Friendship. I think it's different when you're an adult because there are so many things that you can't do. The way we party and all that. As an adult, when you become an adult, there are things that you can't do anymore. There are things you stop doing. you know, you be there, your friends will call you, let's go out. You know that, nah, you
How
don't
do
have
you
time.
how do you say your no's to them?
How do I say
How
no?
do you say it? No, please, I can't do it. We can't go.
Oh.
Especially when you see you can't financially reach that.
Yeah.
How do you say your no to them?
Me, I'll just say maybe I have something doing or I'm
Okay.
busy, you know.
Well, I'll get
You
that when you
just
say
get-
that to me too. I say, how do you
There are
handle?
so many excuses that
Yeah,
you can give.
Yeah.
All right. So with adolescence and friendship, I think it's a little bit difficult
Very.
because we all have different ideology and perceptions to what we think is right and what we think is not right. And so in some ways, you have to get someone you are ready to share your worries and problems with. Do you understand? And that's a trusted and well cherished people that you know. If you tell them your problems, they are ready and willing to help. But in our modern days, if I have a friend and I have a problem, then I discuss with that person. Then he or she didn't get any better solutions to it. I think being friend with that person is not necessary
It's not. Yeah.
because as I needed him or her most, that person couldn't provide.
What if?
But we should know that we are all different when it comes to how we understand things. There is something that you think I could have helped, but then I didn't help.
Yes.
How you understand that thing may be different from how I understand it. You understand? I have this friend of mine who always comes to me when she's worried.
Okay.
And all that the person wants me to do for her is take me out, let's go and drink alcohol, and I'll be fine. And I'm not a person who takes alcohol.
Yeah.
But then this my friend is asking me to take her out for alcohol so that she'll be fine
Get over her
with her worries. You see, to her, she thinks if I go out with her to get the alcohol, she'll be fine. And she will have it within her that I'm the very good person
Yeah,
or
because
the
you're
good friend.
helping,
But if I don't provide in that way, the person will think, oh, Adam for a cry.
What is he adding? What is he bringing to the table?
And it will be like, as a or the chin who go me so
Yeah.
what I think is good for me, he's always
He's
putting light on
preventing
it
it,
to be
yeah.
negative. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So, but that person too may have a different person who will bring on board, even not you saying it. I say, oh, Charlie, if you are worried, I think we should go out and get some alcohol.
Yeah.
You see,
Get
that person will bring you to it because him himself, like, he's into that thing. And he,
Yeah.
let's go and do it. So, if you are adult and in your friendship, you should consider what your friends want and what you want and have a balance to it so that you won't affect each other.
When it comes down to career development, choosing a career in adulthood, I find it a bit cliche from maybe the childhood stage. Oh, I want to be a doctor. You're going into adulthood and you're changing. And sometimes you make about 3 changes before you choose a preferred career. And sometimes circumstances make you choose other career. But how do you know one thing to have realized? Most of us, most of the youth of today, their parents still choose what they should do.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you feel like you're in your adult stage. What do you think? Why should my parents be figuring out what I will do? Some people from college, from senior high school, they are choosing courses for them. From uni, they are choosing courses for them. From career path, they are choosing courses for them. Do you think career development is something that an adult should be making himself, or what do you think about career development?
All right. It's very important. As an adult, it's very important for you to be much concerned with career decisions, like what you want to do in future. Are you getting me? We growing up, we had all these decisions in mind. I remember when I was a child, if you asked me what I want to do, I said I want to be an astronomist.
Yeah.
Look at me, I was saying, Nkrumah, being an astronomist. Your father being a taxi driver, you want to be an astronomist. You see,
Yeah.
we have to face life how it is. Because being an astronomist doesn't hate to only being intelligent. You may be intelligent,
but
financial aspect, who is taking you
who's
there?
taking you there?
Are you getting me? I remember 2019, I bought forms and decided to go to university. That's offering this geography and rural planning. They gave it out to me, but then I was unable to go because my daddy had an accident, which I always say most of my friends
sorry
know.
for that.
So I didn't go. They were sending messages, Mr. OSEI, you have been admitted to this. And it was a passion. I wanted to be a teacher, like doing geography. Do you understand? That's my field. And I really like to explore.
How long have you been teaching geography?
I taught for 3 years after school. I taught geography for 3 years. Actually, I was teaching social studies at a basic school, then doing part-time for some SHS, that's a media class. And so it was from there that I got the chance to move to different other areas, which I don't want to talk about it here.
Okay.
So with what you are saying, making career choices for yourself should be very important as an adult. Like, sit yourself down, know what you are good at. That's being creative, because adolescence talks much about being creative, like bringing something into existence, something so special that anyone hasn't talked about it. Do you understand? Because we all here have that idea in mind, that what can I do for people to know that this thing that I brought, it was from me and me alone. Are you getting me?
Yeah, I get
If you don't have that skill, what can you do with your intelligence? Is it being a doctor? Is it being an engineer, a security personnel? Are you getting me? So know your areas which you are good at. And fine, you should have a mentor. Do you understand? Someone you are looking up to in your decision making. But you shouldn't let someone decide for you.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
Are you get what I'm saying? You take the decision on your own. You bring it on board. Maybe an adult that you think that person is well-being, and you know that person can assist you in what you have in mind. So you bring it to him. Oh, Charlie, this is what I'm thinking of. This is what I want to pursue in life. What do you think about it? Is it good for me to do it? Daddy, this is what I want to offer at the university. What do you think about it? And not all daddies or parents have this intelligence. Me, my dad, for instance, if you tell him you want to go and offer geography, Onima the crowd can answer. So all decisions has to be
taken from,
like, it should be like something from you, or maybe a friend whom you think is very good.
And Ella, in your field of construction, like choosing that path as a lady, how was it?
Well, when
what course did you really do in uni?
I did arts.
You did
General arts.
No, uni.
Sorry. I'm still.
You're still in school?
I'm still in school.
I thought you were done. Sorry.
No. I'm reading quantity surveying.
Oh, okay.
Yes, quantity surveying. It's in the construction field. Yeah.
So as a lady going into such space, how was it like?
Before
you did general arts in school.
Yes.
And you went to uni for?
Well, I did geography. I did elective maths. Economics.
Okay.
So, yeah.
It's okay.
Because I wasn't very sure of what I wanted to do. Before I wanted to read law, but then my dad was like, with arts, you have a lot of options. With general arts, you have a lot of options. So I should go for that. And then, when it was time to pick the schools, I just said I wanted to do construction. And then he was like, he always had a feeling that I want to follow his path. He also, he's also into construction. He didn't force me to do it. I said I wanted to do it. But he was like, because every time he's going to work, I'm always interested in following him and all that. Yes, I actually had interest in it. And then choosing it, I mean, when I entered the university, there are few girls reading the course. Okay. It's mostly guys. And then when you tell people you are reading this course, they're like, hey, really? Yeah, really. Bear my course now. But then, I'm still on it, I have interest in it, so I'm doing it, Yeah.
You shouldn't be surprised when you see her owning all the big real estates.
Building.
Yeah. And in the stage of depression, rejection, and loneliness in adulthood, I mean, when starting this podcast, I reached out to a lot of people and I had a lot of rejection, but it didn't stop me. I was like, no, this thing is something that I wanted to do, so I'm coming to do it.
Yeah.
And I finally am here. We face a lot of rejection in our adulthood, especially going to find a job. You see, you're having a first class, a second class upper, you're going to find a job and you don't get it. Rejection in the first place. You're facing depression. Teen will tell you adulthood is a scam. Paying bills. There's a lot of calculated stuff on you. Like, how do you navigate this stage, especially in the depressed state? How do you navigate when you go depressed? Because sometimes you break down in step stage.
Encouragement,
Where do you get such encouragement for?
From your parents.
Oh, you do talk to your parents?
Okay, not really. Well, I talk to my sister.
Okay.
Yeah, and then, she tell me what she thinks. But depression, there, I don't know. I feel like in everyone's stage, stage of your life, there'll be an aspect where you feel like everything is going bad and all that. But then you just don't have to give up. Because,
Consistency is the key. Yeah, they up to you. How do you like rejection, depression, and loneliness in the state of adulthood, especially in the early 20s?
Okay, being an adult comes with a lot of depression because that's the stage that you try to make decisions for yourself that you think is better or you think is the right thing that you are doing. So me, for instance, as I decided to go to university, I bought forms, and with the situation my father was into, I tried to contact some of my relatives, like family members, to see if they can help. I went to one mother of mine, and she was like, I didn't have a university. When you say Sikeni Fie, didn't know force us all university. Say, Anna, or papa intimate show, then I'll be. Yes, I university, I join fruit, then school seminar. You see,
go and learn a trade.
The person didn't say something to build you up, but then she is killing your spirit about you going to school. So you'll be there and you'll be like, what am I doing? Because I want to go to school and there is no one helping. Anyone that I discuss with, the person is discouraging me of going to school. So why don't I stop and do something else? Here, you have been compromised. That means they are trying to let you do what to survive and not what you really want. And that's how the workforce would do. Like, it always kills dreams. What you wanted to do, people don't want you to do it. You see, so you'll be depressed. And there are some decisions you take which people will think is awkward. It's not right for you to do that. Especially we that are coming from a religious home. Anything that you decide on, they think is bad. Hey,
Christonin,
yes, say. Christonin shatariwe. Christonin enyi etrese enfan na mfose. But then there are some friends you think they are bad, but they have something in them which will benefit you.
Very.
I have most friends like that. If you see their physical appearance, you think this person is very bad.
Very bad.
But when it comes to intelligence, you see they have something there.
Yeah, they do.
I have one friend who is a doctor. He has tattoo all over the body. And he takes hard drugs. So what are you going to say about this person? Fine. You will know. For him, he won't influence you doing drugs. Or going for tattoo. But then if people see you around him, they think, so far as you are working with this person, if he is doing drugs, you also do same. Are you getting me? So at times, it's there. Depression is there, and it's fine.
It's a
fine.
stage. I think it's a
nature.
Stage. Everyone needs
in that
to go
stage,
to learn.
You get depressed, but you shouldn't stay there. Get up yourself. try and do what you think is right. Even if you don't reach to what you wanted to do, at least it should be something that you appreciate. Yeah.
Do you know one of the best advice I've gotten in my outdoor stage? You shouldn't care about what people think. You shouldn't let what people think make a reflection in your life. You should know what you're going for is good and what you're doing is going to bring progress, not disgrace. And I get that from my big sister all the time. Ella, what's the best advice you've gotten in your outdoor stage?
Okay, my dad always tells me not to look at people, not to watch people, not to watch what people are doing. You know, I'm my own self. I should do what I should be focused on what I'm doing. And then, you know, one day when I make my own money,
you're the boss girl.
Yes. So yeah, focus.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
That was what's the best advice you've gotten? Someone has ever given you in your outdoor stage, or you felt you've given even yourself?
I've gotten much advice, but then the one that I'm still holding on to it, that I think it is keeping me moving, it's holding me up till now, is being yourself, being you, and you alone. Because as you were coming to this world, you came alone.
Yeah, you came alone.
You see, so
even
you
if
should
you're
always
you have a different,
consider yourself first.
Yeah.
Before any other thing.
Any other thing.
Fine, there are people around. They all help you build up. So at times you have to consider what others say too. But then I always say this: balance it. You see, measure the thoughts of others, the ideas of others to yours, and know how it weighs. See the one which is good, then go for it. You taking decision on that, it may be true that it was maybe Mr. Larson who said I should do this, but it was my decision to take what you said.
Yeah.
So it is me and me alone.
Me alone.
You may say that you are the one who said I should do this. Did you do that thing for me? Yeah. I did it myself. Yeah. So it's always me. You see,
if
there is any
myself.
criticisms, it's me that is coming to. If any praise, it's me that is coming to. So it's just always
like
me.
This podcast.
So I'm doing it myself, and it's me alone. After then, if there is any praise or there is any good results, there are much people who will benefit. Which your family may be included, your friends may be. But if you are taking the decisions now or acting on it, it should be you alone.
So we're kindly wrapping up. Talent tag with last time, navigating Adulthood. And this time, we've reached the segment, one of my favorite segments. So to first introducing it here, and its curiosity made me ask this or that. Cooking at home or eating out? Ella.
Cooking at home.
Are you sure? Are you sure? I know which one will you go for. I prefer eating out.
Eating out.
Ella, are you sure you cook at home? Mountains getaway or beach vacation?
Oh, beach vacation.
Beach vacation, proper one. Mountains getaway or beach vacation? So which one?
Beach vacation, because that mountain work away. I don't think I'll be.
Work for it.
Saving money or treating yourself?
Treating myself.
I said she's treating herself. She's treating herself. Which one are you going for? Are you saving or you're treating yourself?
Saving. So you save to get much, then you take a little from the saving.
No, you choose one. You choose one. You choose one. So saving money or treating yourself.
But then you treat yourself. Like
Ella said, it's treating yourself.
And you like to save all these.
So which one are you going for? Saving.
Saving.
Pursuing a higher education or entering the workforce? Pursuing the higher education or entering the workforce?
Entering the workforce.
You better have making money faster.
Nah, but I think that's much needed.
Yeah.
For you, getting higher education or anything, the end of it all is getting work, you see. So if you get the better work, then
regular exercise or fitness club?
Regular exercise. Fitness club. Are you ready for it? Like, will you get time?
Regular exercise.
Are you sure? Regular exercise. Road trip or air travel? I like which one are you going for? I want to know yours first. Which are you going for?
Oh, I like road trip.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I don't like road trip. But I haven't taken a flight yet. But I feel like I don't like road trip, especially when it's a long journey. I just don't like.
Why are you getting interested in something that you've not done before?
I have. No, come on. You see the experience. So, career focused or work-life balance? Career focused. You see this lady, she's a career focused person. Or this one, she can balance work with a party, with enjoyment. Which one are you going for?
Career focused.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Work balance.
Yeah, I'll go for work balance. Because you need to party small.
Because me, I don't really like to party.
So adventure or relaxation? Adventure.
Relaxation.
Yeah, good massage. But adventure is also good.
Because I like to explore.
Yeah.
Dora.
Okay, weekend getaway or staycation?
We can't get away.
We can get away.
Yeah.
Rice dish or swallow?
You know what?
Rice dish or swallow? Swallow as in the fufu the banku there, but
Swallow.
are you sure?
Yeah.
So planning for the future or living in the present?
Planning for the future.
Okay. Then early bed or night owl?
Early bed.
Early bed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm a night owl. So which one are you signing in? Which one are you locking in?
Like I'm both.
No, you literally have to choose one.
Night.
Yeah. Okay. Night. Yes. Night. So we're done with curiosity made me ask this or that. And we had fun. Now, drum roll, do you think you're smart? Ella, do you think you're smart? Do you think you're smart?
Answer that.
No, yes or no, do you think you're smart?
I'm okay.
I say, do you think you're smart? I don't know, but I like this part. You don't think?
Maybe.
So, my first question is, what is the common food every country eats?
Maize.
I thought you did the fun aspect. Which one are you signing in? You said rice.
Yes.
I said which one? Maize.
Maize.
Every country eats it. Which one are you locking in?
I think it's...
He said maize.
Yeah. So
But it is
the correct
classified as cereal.
the correct answer is rice.
It's rice, right.
What makes me has no use of it. Who buys it has no use of it. And who uses it can neither see or feel it.
Coffin.
That's what you're looking. So, which one are you looking in? Coffin? Coffin. Yeah, so it's correct. So this is where we wrap up on Tell and Tag with Larson. Please kindly go and subscribe, support your boy.
Yeah.
This is the first episode. I'm going to be consistent. I'm going to be giving you great interview with people that inspires me. Go to subscribe, leave your comment, and wait for the next episode. I'm just grateful I'm doing this, and I'm just super happy I had you guys as a guest on the show. I hope when I call you guys again, you come.
Yeah, you are always available.
So this is where we wrap up. It's TNT with Larson. Go subscribe. And we bring you another episode with some bad boy or bad girl. Thank you.
Peace
Peace out. Peace out.